Hi, I'm James Morrison. I bitch about it, so you fuckers can listen. Right, so I've just come from the cinema with the lovely wife. Absolutely fucking packed as well. The opposite of Han Solo, the last film I reviewed. Absolutely buzzing, at least for Elfcube it bloody was. Nearly filled to the brim for Bohemian Rapsody, autobiographical film. Autobiographical film. The bugger's dead, like Freddie Mercury. But hey, executive producers, or I don't know if he's executive producer, but produced by Brian May. And I think another bandmate. I might be wrong on that. Probably wrong on that, but never mind. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I came to this movie in the fucking foulest of moods. Like, fucking dreadful. I felt like absolute shit all day. Work was, it wasn't dreadful or anything, but it was fucking busy. Fucking people's everywhere, acting like fucking animals, having a good time. Fucking treating me, my work pitch like a bloody creche. I don't want to give too many hints where I work, to be honest with you. But anyway, not their fault, my fault. Terrible fucking mood. But yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. It sort of cheered me up, if I'm honest with you. It was a good, fantastic film, entertaining film. Don't know how much of it is true, but yeah, it was very uplifting. And if anyone is of any hint of a Queen fan, they're going to enjoy it. So I highly recommend it. I sort of knew this, but it wasn't. It's like absurdly important. I didn't necessarily know that Freddie Mercury was from Asian descent. I sort of knew, but I was, it's not like one of those sort of like pub quiz questions that are sort of like in my head. I mean, I've been told it more than once. So I sort of shrugged it off, but for some reason it kind of surprised me that that he is of Indian descent. Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, the live A footage, he looks all pale and shit, and I suppose we all know the reasons why. But yeah, no, it was quite nice to sort of know that and learn a bit about his origins and his his family and whatnot. Yeah, it was a nice sort of humbling. Well, that's the only bit of fucking humbling about this movie. That's the fucking problem. You go from like his fucking job from Heathrow all the way to the bit where he meets a band, and it just whoosh, it's all about fucking superstardom from fucking there. So it's not exactly a humble beginning story like the Ray Charles movie where he's sort of slowly working his way up to the top. It's like, oh yeah, hi guys, can I be in your band? Yeah, sure. Zoop, yeah, record deal, yeah, fucking champagne out of fucking shoes and yeah, all fucking like parties and shit, yeah, great. I don't know how much of it is credible or how much of it is true. Obviously produced by Brian May. I'm assuming he has something to do with the script and the thingy. It's very self-praising. It has a little bit of. It's basically got its head up his ass for some of the scenes, but I hope if you just sort of ignore that and just take it at face value and just enjoy it, you undoubtedly will. There are some great cracking bits of humour. Really enjoyed it. Despite Mercury having his head up his arse and some of the band members being a little bit up their arse, nobody came across as dislikable. Everybody, the actors came across as likeable chaps. Mike Myers does a little cameo in it, and it's pretty fucking funny for what it is. I mean, it's not like hilarious or anything, but it's nice that he's there. It's a lovely little touch. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of parts that I didn't like, if I'm honest. It was a decent film. I think everybody that was there sort of enjoyed it. Amazing thing that I sort of said to my wife after it ended, nobody in the cinema fucking sung. Nobody sung to it. And you think of Mamma Mia and all the sort of musical stuff, like Frozen and all that shit. Like, people love singing to that shit, even in the cinemas. And it was so British. Yeah, I was doubly proud of everybody in that cinema because nobody fucking sing. They even did like I felt what it was like the entire Live Aid set at the end of the film. and nobody sung to the lyrics. It's kind of cool, really. I usually don't do spoilers, but to be perfectly honest, there's not much to spoil. It's a you know the sort of Queen. This is basically it. It does stop at Live Aid. I even spoke to a guy after the cinema who was sort of annoyed at us because we were sort of like talking negatively about the film just a little bit. And funny enough, this guy who was there, he was, I didn't even catch his name, but he said when he was 16, he was there at Wembley Stadium and watched Queen live, and basically said that they made Live Aid. He totally agreed with the film, basically. I mean, there's this scene where I just sort of scoffed. It's like Bob Geldof is in this like room, and like, oh, nobody's calling them up and donating them money, but nowhere near their targets. And then all of a sudden, Queen comes along and bang, they made 1 million. I'm sorry, I don't know the facts, but I find that very hard to believe. Somebody can sort of say, no, you're wrong, Morrisonii. They actually did fucking do that, then great. But it just sort of blows my mind that, you know, all these people are like watching Elton John and fucking Bob Dylan. Oh yeah, these guys. Oh, they're with the fucking no marks. Why should we donate our fucking money to these fucking has-beens? Oh, the Rolling Stones. Oh, a bunch of fucking mummies. Oh, Queen's on. Yay! Shut up and take my fucking cash. Woo! Yeah, feed the world. Yeah! I don't fucking believe that for a fucking second. I'm sorry, I don't. And like I say, if you could give me some proof or sort of like say, well, actually, Queen were fucking amazing. I'm sure they were, but were they the reason that they hit a fucking million? Not so sure about that. This movie is giving the impression that they did. I'm not sure. I don't necessarily believe that. But hey ho, maybe that's just fucking jealousy. Who the fuck knows? Either way, it was a fantastic film. I did enjoy it. Definitely got me out of my shitty mood, I will say. And I highly recommend it. Rocket Man, the Elton John bioflick, is coming soon next year. It almost looks like a carbon copy, like the formula-wise, looks like a carbon copy of this Bohemian Rhapsody. The way it's marketed and the way it sort of looks. I'm not sure if that's the case. The wife wants to see that and see if it's just as good as this film. We shall wait and see. But yeah, thumbs up from me. Really enjoyed it. And hey guys, I hope to see you soon with some more content. Catch me on Twitch, and I've been talking to the guys about doing a podcast. Everyone's got a fucking podcast, even no marks like me. But talking about it. Got no mic, got no laptop. Probably not going to happen, but who the fuck knows? Give me some ideas, give me something to talk about. Maybe I'll do it. Who knows? Right, until then, I'll see you around, guys.